welcome back to episode 2 on the Mitsubishi Evo full repaint. So we thought we'd just give you guys a little bit of a rundown on sort of the repaint, the car itself, and why we're doing what we're doing, you know, sort of why it's here. So,
car's owned by a guy called Richard Beale, who owns Appreciating Classics over in Loddon, just south of Norfolk. It's a Mitsubishi 1998 Mitsubishi Evo 5. He's had it now for about 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, he's had it a little while, hasn't he? He's been doing bits on it himself. And yeah, just got to a point now where he's kind of like, you know, he's had the engine out, that's going off, he's having like a big turbo build put into it.
I think he wants to run pretty high horsepower through it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty big build with it.
Yeah, 450-ish.
Yeah, it's going to be full nut and bolt resto, more or less. You know, he's having like a full underside restoration on his behalf because he does that at his workshop. He's got a few lads there that do it.
And he's super. He likes his cars.
Finicky,
he likes his car just perfectly done.
Oh,
which is why you're doing it, mate.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Even though you are got short trousers on.
Phone me now. Fashion. I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to take a trip over to his workshop and show you guys around sort of some of the cars he has there and his setup. I mean, you'll be able to see sort of Richard's personality and what he's like through his workshop and what he has there and how clean and like sort of pristine everything is. It's really, really nice setup over there.
And if you get a chance, go look at his website, appreciatingclassics.co.uk, because he's got some really nice low mileage, like 1 owner, 2 owner cars.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, every time I go there, I just want to spend money.
But yeah, we've had Paul out this morning. He's had the screens out.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to make a start on getting the sander back out. And then I've already started stripping the rear quarter panel. But yeah.
Yeah. Chop, chop, Travis, mate. Come on.
Here we go. Got Nigel from Novol coming over at some point today. He's coming in for a brief chat on about the paint materials that we're going to be using on this because we're hopefully going to be using like the full Novol range on this. So he's coming in for a chat, and then yeah, need to get all that on order pretty quick because I'm hoping to get some primer down on this next week. Last week we bought this dent pulling kit, so it's just a slide hammer. I'm going to sit on the roof, and we got these glue sticks with it that go with the kit. Now I suppose these are like for like proper like pulling the panels and stuff when it comes to dent pulling. And we needed to get a glue gun. So I said to Rob, right, mate, get yourself online, we need a glue gun. The glue gun's arrived and that is a tiny box. So I'm presuming, yep, like I thought, the glue gun is tiny. Look at these glue sticks. Comparison to this. So gutted that the glue gun is that tiny. Mate, I was well looking forward to using this. Oh my God, I'm out of glue already. No way. It's just never gonna happen, is it? I'd actually laugh if this worked. Bet it's just pulled straight off. Yeah. So just put a couple of little holes in under here, as I couldn't get to the roof because there's a structural brace on here. So yeah, just got in there with a hammer and like a little chisel. Just poke them dents out. So they're right on the edge and I didn't want to load up for the filler, so I don't like using too much filler. So got them out as much as I can. I'm just now giving them a little bit of a file down. This is a shrinking file. Just bringing those high spots off, taking them down. Yeah, this is feeling a lot better now, so there won't be a lot of filler going here, which is the outcome we want really. So day 11 now, and I'm going to take a trip to A&E because my fingers are killing me. I've been in the engine bay rubbing this thing down for like 3 days solid. Yeah, it's been quite involved in the engine bay itself. A few of you guys have messaged us over on Instagram because we've been updating our stories and have asked why we haven't had it soda blasted. And all it is that Richard just didn't want to have the interior out, and the soda blast, like sand just gets in absolutely everywhere and it'll be a nightmare. So yeah, unfortunately, my fingers have suffered because most of this is like really awkward. There's a lot of awkward areas in here. Yeah, and it's just a lot of rubbing down by your hands. So that's now finally done. We're about to get the car masked out. I'm going to get this cleaned down, get it masked out. We're going to get this in the spray booth for the first coat of epoxy primer to go down on it. Then the car's going to sit a good 24 hours. I'm going to do any filler work that needs doing on it, which isn't really a lot. I'll ring just kind of a couple little dents that needs doing here and there. But yeah, no, it's pretty clean shell, to be honest. I'm really happy with it. Right, yeah mate, it's got no steering wheel, so, okay. Well the steering wheel's there, but it's not hooked up. Yeah, all right, yeah.
All right.
All good.
Right.
Yeah, if we go in engine bay front.
Yeah.
Then, so.
Is that too much? Probably too much, isn't it?
We'll get it somewhere in the middle.
Not too bad a go, was it?
It's all right, isn't it? Right, so I want to get the wheels back off now, get it on axle stands, get the front subframe back off. Yes, oh no.
With the wiring loom.
I'm gonna have to get like probably gonna have to jig something up.
To be honest, you'd probably just be as easy just to come and grab me, mate, and I'll hold it for you, because I can like drop it, move it left or right.
Well, yeah, you can do, yeah, but yeah. But yeah, mate, we'll figure all that out. That's all right. So it's the first time using this as well. This Novol stuff. So this being epoxy primer as well, this is 3-to-1 mix, and I'm going to be putting 20% thinners on it, according to the TDS sheet. Some epoxy primers can be like really thick as well, but this seems nice and runny, so that's nice. Used the PPG epoxy primer, it's so thick, like you just had to thin it out massively. So epoxy primer you can use as an etch primer, so you haven't got to actually initially lay down an etch primer itself. And epoxy primer isn't porous, so people like to seal bare metal with it, any filler as well. But it doesn't have like the body of an acrylic primer. So acrylic primer is used for like high build. It is literally initially just another filler, just in spray form. So like the epoxy, we're going to put on the bare metal, and then I'll do any filling on top of the epoxy, because then no water can get underneath of it, or any moisture, no moisture can get through the top of it once I've sealed it with an isolated primer, which will go on once the filler's done, which is initially just another thinned out epoxy primer. And then wet on wet straight onto that, once the open time's, or once the curing time's been, yeah, you go straight on with the acrylic high build, and then that's treated as a filler, and then like the whole car is blocked down, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all nice and straight and ready for a coat of paint. So now the Evo's in epoxy primer, I'm going to be wrapping up episode 2 here, and we're going to be having a bit of a break on the Evo now as we have an Audi S6 on site for quite a bit of paint work, and we're going to be taking you guys through that as well. So if you like this video, guys, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
It's my hard work done for the build.